Welcome, Emma Elvaston, to our next Metal Temple interview. Emma, you are the vocalist of Attractive Chaos, and I'm very happy to have you here for the interview. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm quite busy, as I was saying right before, but I'm super happy and very honored to be among the 15th interview of the year. No, I'm super
Yeah,
fine, super happy.
yeah, I'm really happy to have you here. Attractive Chaos is a newly formed band, so you are basically just around for a year. So I think you were formed 2022, and you just released your first EP, and we will talk about your EP, of course. And you also completed your first tour recently. How was the tour?
The tour was very good. The lineup was very good with very talented band. It was with Temperance, which are doing melodic metal, um, Phantom Elite again, but very melodic also, but another style. And they are on the scene for quite a long time, at least 5 years for one, 10 years for another. So they are a very confirmed band. So for us, it was quite impressive, but it was really challenging in a good way to join the lineup, and it really went very well, even if it's not easy. It really went well.
So you basically did two tours, actually. The first part was with Temperance, I think, as a headliner. And then the second part was this Women in Rock tour with Temperance and Phantom Elite, isn't it?
Yeah, the first show was out of the tour.
Mm.
We played in Düsseldorf with
Yes, that's
Temperance.
where
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. This one was a bonus show, let's
Mhm.
say, to
Okay.
train, because after this show, we made a couple of changes before making the 2 weeks tour. So it was very useful, and it was very
Mm.
nice also. Yeah.
How did you like the Düsseldorf tour? I'm asking because I've seen you there, of course. So how did you like it?
It was fine. It was fine, but indeed we missed our bassist. But Luca did a very good job replacing the last moment Pietro Paolo. Did really great, and it was really amazing because the audience was very great. They were already singing like the first single of Attractive Chaos, Come to Me, that was released at this moment like 4 years before, 4 months before, sorry. And it was really encouraging to see people already applauding and singing and being so happy
Yeah,
to see us.
I also felt it was a great night. It started with you, Attractive Chaos, and then Temperance was also a great show. It was really
Yeah.
a perfect evening. I think that was the Temperance bassist who filled in for your bassist, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they're a friend because they already have two other projects together.
Hmm.
So Pietro Paolo just called Luca and say, "Hey, I need your help, my friend. I can't come, please. Just you're good. You're the best. So please." And Luca said, "Yes, no problem." And it did great. It did really great.
So how was Attractive Chaos perceived during the tour? So did you win over a lot of new fans? Did you manage to meet a lot of new people? Oh.
Indeed, yes, because indeed we were present on the scene for very few time. Yeah, if I can say so. First single released in September 2022, and first tour March 2023. The album was not even officially released. So yeah, obviously all the fan base that we have now was created thanks to the tour. So
Mhm.
it's true that this tour for us really brought everything that we have now. It was really important. It was the base, and fortunately, it gave us also a lot of opportunities
Oh yes.
for the
Um,
future.
and I've seen actually already at your Düsseldorf show quite a few people in Attractive Chaos shirts.
Yes, really.
For a new band,
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in fact, we're not so new as you may know on the metal scene, the melodic metal scene. As I have a band with
Yeah.
Clement, the guitarist, called Beneath My Sins. At first, it was a symphonic metal band. Now it turns, it takes the direction to be an acoustic metal band, a bit more folk. So yeah, but people knowing Beneath My Sins, it was easier to get them to know Attractive Chaos and to appreciate it. And as well as Pietro Paolo is working with Marco, also from Temperance, on 2 other projects. His band Ebb & Flow is on the scene like it's been 10 years. He's working with Marco for 6 years now. So we're not new, so new on the metal scene, but together, yes. All 4 together, yes.
That brings us to a good topic. Let's talk about the history of Attractive Chaos. You just mentioned that you and your guitarist Clement came from Beneath My Sins. Also Pier Paolo, who is on bass, has even a longer history. What was the idea of forming Attractive Chaos?
So it's not secret. Pietro Paolo is my boyfriend. That's why I'm living with him in Sardinia. And we've been together for quite a long time now. And I really like what he's doing in Ebb & Flow and his other project Wonders. I really like. I've been listening. And I was thinking that would be great to mix his influences with Clement's one. That Clement, the guitarist, now is playing whistle in Beneath My Sins, because as Beneath My Sins is no more symphonic, it changed also instrument. And I was thinking that would be great to mix the influences of these 2 guys that I really like as composers and musician, and to see what can happen.
So you are 3 permanent members, and I think Thomas is a session member on the drums.
Yes, Yes, Thomas is also working with Beneath My Sins. He's also the drummer of Beneath My Sins. It's just that it is not participating to composition.
Okay.
Is just, yes, no, it gives his final touch at the end of a composition, because like we send the song already made, and he's reviewing the drum with his own style, but at the end, indeed, he's not like totally involved in the full composition process. That's it. But we're not looking for another drummer.
He is basically the permanent drummer.
Yeah, in fact.
Okay.
It's just that we're going on, a project, we're discussing the evolution of the band as 3. Let's say this also.
How would you describe the style of Attractive Chaos? We mentioned already melodic metal, but how would you describe?
I wouldn't say something else, because it's a melodic but very influenced. You have some I don't know, death metal part on some songs. You have some Latino part. You have some jazz part. I'm thinking about Won and Lost. You have some electro parts, a bit of progressive parts on The Storm. So I think melodic, what qualifies the best, the band. Then because melodic can mean a lot of things, but our aim is really to put the vocal lines, the riffs, the guitar riffs at the center, the melody vocal line at the center, and to have something that you can remember, that you can sing. And that's why we stay with the word. We qualified ourselves with the word melodic.
It's very interesting what you say, because I did review your EP and I heard from you now a few things which I actually also have written in my review, so I was not totally wrong with it, I think.
Yeah. You spoke about Dream Theater parts, right? Influences. The crazy story is that Clement is the one who wrote Before You Hit the Ground. That is this one that seems to be influenced by Dream Theater, but he never heard this song.
Okay.
That's
interesting.
It's a coincidence. This one is it's really a coincidence, yes. And on his part, Pietro Paolo say, yes, of course, it's Dream Theater. I said, but why didn't you tell us before? Because I say, why didn't you say, no, but it's fine, the song is cool. Yeah, but now it looks like a Dream Theater song, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you. When did you start singing and how did you come in metal?
I came in metal. I was I was 18. I was 18. It's a friend of mine. She came to school. I was high school, and say, "Hey, I have to make you listen to a song. You have to listen to this." Okay, and the song was Nemo from Nightwish.
Oh,
yeah. And Tarja was already gone, and Nightwish is in 2017, I think 2007, because I'm old now. 2007 it was, I remember. She was already gone, and I've listened to this song, and I felt this is what I have to do in the future. Really, I was already enjoying Evanescence a lot. A bit of metal. I like System of a Down, for example, Korn. Evanescence was a real revelation for me too in 2004, but specifically Nemo from Nightwish opened me the way to symphonic metal and that's it. That's how it happens. I said I have to take some singing lesson next year when I enter the university and start like this. And
so when did you start singing then? With 18 or?
I was 18. Yes, I get my diploma, which was called baccalaureate in France. I'm not super. And when I started university, I started singing lesson at the same moment.
Do you have
with a private teacher.
Okay, do you have a classical education?
At the beginning, yeah. I was trying to do my best between studying, then work, and keep having a regular singing activity. Not so easy, but I tried as much as possible, and then I changed the teacher, and I went more into rock music, but like 10 years after.
Okay.
10 years, yeah.
Let's come to the EP. Attractive Chaos released the first EP in April this year, 2023. So how was the response so far?
That was the response is really good. It's like people say, reviewers mainly are very happy and very enthusiastic, but to see more. It's the answer is that's great, but we need more. We want to see more. Where is this going? And so they are curious.
Yeah, I understand that view. Actually, I felt the EP has 6 songs, and that is very good for an EP. 2 or 3 songs more than it would have been a full album, yes?
But it's just we prefer to release something finished that we consider at the moment finished, and there is also cost issues also to deal with. So the EP for us is the good format to present the project and to also make sure that all the songs can be promoted more or less equally. We can, for example, we've made 3 music videos. So 3 songs on 6 have been promoted on YouTube. One has a lyric video, which a bit more simple, but still it has its presence. And then you can also deal with a little promotion on Spotify on another song. So when you have an EP, you can really make sure that minimum half the EP can be listened to. So, but sometimes when you have a full album, people, you know, they just listen to the first song and then they pass to something else. And then half of the album is forgotten and not even listened to. So that's why we also thought like this.
You mentioned the reviews. What did the fans say?
The fans, we met them right after the shows, every show, and wow, they are very happy, enthusiastic, because the show is very. I think we have a very dynamic show, and we have we can get people involved in this show. I think the happiness that we can show, we can. I don't know how to say forward it. It's not a good word. We can share it. It's and I think people can really feel we are happy on stage.
You know, I felt actually you were a very good fit to Temperance, because we are also a band with a very positive attitude, which they transport in their shows. Actually similar as Visions of Atlantis, for example.
Yeah.
So, and you were a very good fit to them, because you also have this positive attitude and also very dynamic. So that was actually, which was a perfect fit actually.
Yeah, that's cool. And they are great performers. I've learned a lot also from them during, but them also Phantom Elite. I really watched it carefully. They are great performers. The music is really adapted also to live. I mean, you remember a chorus, you've listened to it, you got it in your head for the rest of your life. How many times I'm still singing about Temperance song almost every day, yes.
And now coming back to this Düsseldorf show with this tiny stage, and then Temperance on this tiny stage with 2 singers, and how did they do it?
I remember they know how to place themselves. If someone is singing, it will be more in the front, and if the other is singing, it will give the space to the other, or same for the musical parts. Everybody knows they know how to hold the stage. I think they really know.
Yeah, I felt so too. The EP, what did I write in my review? All ingredients of fine modern melodic metal, melodies, catchiness, versatility. So, you know, every song sounds different. And on top of all that, an excellent vocalist who keeps the music very well together. Easy to listen tracks, also heaviness, a little bit of melancholies. What are your thoughts on the sound of the EP?
So my opinion about the sound, it's heavy, in fact. To me, it's heavy. Of course, it's melodic, for sure. There are very few growls. The voice is sometimes powerful, sometimes lighter, but basically the sound is heavy. The bass is strong. Guitar are really at the front. It's not makes like something sweet. So I think the Mularoni from Domination Studio, Simone Mularoni, he really found a sound to the band. It's something very different from what we can listen to around, and this is our sound, and I'm happy that he found it.
You just mentioned him, Simone Mularoni. Nowadays, he does a lot of mixing, producing for a lot of melodic metal bands. So I think you found. How did you find him?
We were looking for. It's all about a balance always between the reputation, because the reputation is important. Between what we can hear, because. And between the money you have to spend, that you need to spend. So Simone is really we were very lucky to we choose really right, because it was really involved he's now in the everyday melodic metal life, the everyday melodic metal life, and he has also very decent price. We have to speak about also money, and fortunately for us, he understood before us where we wanted to go. That's very rare. That's very rare. So and he's also extremely professional. You didn't finish to write your email, is already answering to it,
Okay.
saying, sorry, I'm late. No, it's is professional. He has an excellent reputation. He did an amazing work. He is doing, in general, amazing works. And for us, fortunately, I found our sound before us.
Yes, I think you really did great to get him for doing the EP. How does the songwriting work?
So we have two composers with Clement that coming from If My Sins, and Paolo. And they both propose music, songs, draft, but already elaborated. Pietro Paolo, he proposed guitar, bass, drum. And Clement, as is making all the arrangement of the album, already comes to us with a keyboard, additional keyboard, drum, bass, guitar, and a bit of keyboards, but not too much, because the idea is that I have all the space possible to write vocal line and lyrics. So they propose draft, not with an atmosphere, but not too much. So I am free to let free my imagination. Then I put my vocal lines. I'm working on the lyrics. Takes quite a lot of time. I'm working on the lyrics with an English teacher that she teach me how to spell properly, even if I keep my French accent, because that's how it is. And she'll teaches me how to spell, how to pronounce. She corrects the mistakes with me, and the pronunciation and where to place every syllable on a melodic line, vocal line. Then when we are fine with this, songs, going back to Clement, he's putting some synths, or even putting away some synths, some additional guitar, solo guitar. And after that, when we are happy, the song is going to our drummer. And we make a rehearsal all together with the drummer, and we define all together what is the best drum for our songs. After this is the process, and then we record the drum, and that's it.
So I think the basis of the sound of Attractive Chaos are the guitars, of course, but also your vocals and the vocal melodies. So they are in the center. So what I noticed, basically your vocals are a little, well, I think personally, a little bit of the highlight of Attractive Chaos. So because you do have a great vocal range and an immense power, I think. So I also noticed that during the live show, so you have a huge power. I think you sometimes have to hold back a little bit because,
Yes, that's true. It's I have to still work on it. That's true. You're right. I can't say, yeah. I have to still work on this.
So, but that not everyone has this gift. Is your versatility, your vocal range, your power, is that part of the songwriting concept?
I have this classical training that is always somewhere, even if it's not here at 100%. So I take the best of it to put it when it's necessary in a song.
Okay.
It's the fact of having two different training makes things even more interesting for a person who is listening, but also for the person who is singing, which is in this case is me. But that's it. Then obviously, no, that's true. I still have to. I think putting less power will give me more opportunity to do things even more different and with more shades, and that's my aim for the future. To canalize, I know to say, to put my energy at the right place at the right moment to make things even better.
And I was impressed by your power. I thought, oh, now she's holding back. So, and I actually wanted to ask you, what is your secret?
I tried to kept a decent way of living before touring and before going on show. That's the best thing you can do to master this energy and to place it properly, is not being tired and that's it. And not to drink too much, obviously.
Okay.
That's the main issue. But I'm not for me. I'm not smoking. But that's sleeping.
That means not going to a pub, not drinking, not smoking, of course, just drinking water, no wine.
At least 2-3 days before a show, and
Okay.
obviously to train as much as possible. I would really like to do more. But
okay. Coming to lyrics writings, you write the lyrics and you explained the process. Where do you draw your inspirations from?
In the past, I was used to base the lyrics on my own experiences, which is always the easier. And even when you're singing it, you're more into it because you know how it feels. It's easier for me to give emotions. Indeed, I'm not speaking about society problems because I don't feel it. It's not that I don't have any opinion, it's that I don't feel it, and it's not this especially what I want to share with people. Now I'm trying to put my place in the other situation and imagine how it could feel to be in this situation, in relationship with a person like this, evolve in this type of environment, and try to put myself in other situation, absolutely, and write about it.
Let's go through some EP highlights. I picked up 3 songs. The first one is One Lost. So I felt crunching bass lines, tight and heavy riffing, catchy choruses, some jazzy vibes. I think it is a good live track and it is a fan favorite. So what is your take on that song?
You know, it's a tricky song because we took 4 years to make it properly. 4 years. It's a song that Clement had already composed, started like 4 years ago. It was more or less 4 years ago, yes. And we didn't know where we were going with this song. It was even composed for Beneath My Sins on that time. Before Beneath My Sins takes this direction, being folk and acoustic. But when we were thinking about Attractive Chaos, I went back on the old files, on the draft that were dedicated to Beneath My Sins a couple of years ago. I said, no, this one is not bad. This one is cool. Maybe changing a little guitar, changing the vocal lines, something. I think I have some ideas. So I asked him to just take away this doesn't sound good, take away this guitar, and let me do something. So I proposed a vocal line on another bass, and this brought back was the impulse, the beginning of this jazzy song and all that it is right now. It's something that we left over a couple of years ago and that we took back with a fresh mind, with new ideas, with maybe more experience also, more we were super inspired. Sometimes things need time.
Yeah, sometimes it takes time, yes. The second one is a very different song, Come to Me. More epic, a little bit of melancholy in the melodies. The chorus parts are again very catchy, and you have some very high notes in there. I felt it was a great combination of acoustic guitars and vocals, and there is an excellent lead guitar solo in it, I think. So what do you think about that song?
It's difficult to have an opinion about our own song, it was difficult. The vocal line was difficult to find, except for the chorus. It came very naturally. I had the lyrics in my head. Come to me, fly to me, coming to my my head, and I say, okay, that's the 2 words. Now I have to build a lyrics with these 2 words that are buzzing in my head. So I need to invent a story. In this case, I am inventing a story. I like it because I can use all my abilities, my voice, my vocals abilities, and I think it's quite natural. It sounds natural to go from a kind of voice to another, and I like it because at the end it seems simple, but it's not that simple. But I'm happy that it looks fluent and logical, that it's natural song, easygoing.
Easygoing, yeah, that's what I felt as well. I wrote something like sing-along course.
Yeah. It requires a lot of work, but at the end, making it simple, making it fluent is not that easy.
I believe so. A third song I picked, and that is again a very different song, and that is the ballad, Still Here. And that is all about the piano and the vocals. And moreover, you have a guest vocalist with Mario Del Rio there.
Yeah.
And again, highlight is your huge vocal range on that, I feel. So what's your take on the song?
It's this one is the maybe one of the most personal, because it's very when you have a song with a melody so emotional, you really have to take care of the lyrics. And no, it doesn't mean to make something complicated, but it really has to speak your heart. So and the voice, we're not here. I was not here to make a technique demonstration of tech. I was here to let it speak, to let it go. Because it's not full opera. An opera singer would sing totally differently, but it's very intimate, and I try to give to use this opera technique to really just take the emotion of this technique, to use it just for emotions. Lyrics are simple, but sometimes I think these simple words couldn't have been different on this one. The message is clear, and sometimes when you speak about love, having some real words, transparent words is important It's important. It means that we are really opening your heart. And that's true that we have on this bridge where our friend and singer Mario Del Rio is singing. We're about to record, and we had no idea what to put on this bridge. And I say, but why don't we ask him again? Because he had already sung on the storm at this moment. I say, you know what? I really like what we did on the storm. Please, your voice is so different and so emotional too, because he has something in his voice very particular. I say, I need you to participate on this one. That's how it went. We wrote the lyrics together. His lyrics, and I think it's not something that we were expecting, but I think it works. But we are happy, at least.
So that were my 3 favorite songs from the EP. What are your favorite songs?
Obviously, Won and Lost is very enjoyable. I've learned to like much more Before You Hit the Ground. It takes a little time. The Storm is not bad. I would say, let's say The Storm and Won and Lost. But every song is very enjoyable to sing and to play live. The good things, the good thing with this EP is that when you're on stage, is not that there is a song that bothers you to sing. The aim was also this one thing, thinking live, because when you release an EP, this song, you will have to sing them for quite a while. So let's make them enjoyable for ourselves.
And as you just have one EP with 6 songs, so there is no really a song selection for your shows because you play all 6.
No, we don't play the ballad.
Okay, yeah, you
we
didn't
did
play
it
the
one
ballad,
time.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Mhm.
Because when you play just 30 minutes, you know you have to keep the attention of people, and it's not so easy. And you have to bring the keyboard, and when you are traveling so much, you have another things to carry on.
True.
It's some little things, logistic issue also to think about.
True.
And when the sound of a venue is not the ideal, a ballad can really sound a bit cheap. So let's we were opener, so we have to boost the audience for the other band. So we had to choose.
Imagine your last song would be the ballad as an opener. So that doesn't work.
No, exactly. They would kill us.
They would, yeah, exactly. Let's come to videos. You released as you are, and One Lost as video, and Come to Me as a lyric video. So how does the video process work from the ideas to the shoot?
That's it's now it feels like it's been done, thought about like a long time ago, but as we are a band from two members on an island and the other in Paris, we have to think firstly about logistic. How, where, together, how, when, and how to be sure to make it efficient. So we chose a place in Paris that I already visited before. And this place is a bit versatile. And I knew that we could, in the same place, do 2 different atmospheres. The place was also an inside place, so you're protected with the weather also. So when you have very few time, because you have to go back for work for whatever, you have to be efficient. So 2 video the same place. We rebuild another place to go from As You Are to One Lost, and that's it. That's it. Same video maker. That it's fine because she's great. So same video maker. Even you have to choose makeup that you can rebuild very easily to go from a video to another. It's all about logistic and organization. And then it's you have to do with this. One of these jazzy parts. You have to think how to dress up also, what clothes. So it's another story. Even for boys, it's not easy because they never know what to do. So, but you have to make things the easiest as possible. And the easiest requires a lot of anticipation, yes, and a bit of organization before. And Come to Me, indeed, we did this Come to Me while we were doing a video promotional shoot. So again, we do everything at the same moment to save time, to save moving and everything. It's all about logistics.
All about logistics. And One Lost jazzy vibes. It could just be in Paris, isn't it?
Yeah, it could have. Yeah, absolutely, yes. And we find this beautiful place, and we were fortunate they had a piano also. That's how we could. Yeah. So in my mind, okay, and we even the piano background was so much beautiful that we decided after we shot the video to put more piano in the song, because the video was really this piano parts are so much beautiful. That's what she said, the video maker. She said, no, this is too much beautiful. You have to put more piano in your song. So I can make more view of this, of you and Clement at the piano. Sometimes it's the video that has influenced also the music.
So, in other words, the video maker was part of the composition team then.
In this way, yes. That's true.
Let's talk about you again, and let's talk about your inspirations. So, what and who inspires you in music?
We spoke about this a few days ago because I wasn't so sure at the beginning. Obviously, the most famous singer, Taya Turunen, Sharon Deladel, Pika, Simon Simons. Obviously, that's where they were my references, my aim of my vocal aims. And at the end, maybe a bit of Delane. I've learned to appreciate Delane. To me, Annette Olzon is not a bad singer. I liked what she brought in Nightwish, what she was doing. So I was going towards this rock. I had my rock phase, this rock singers. And now I am more into pop music. I would say that I've been listening in these last days, even month, a bit less to metal, but a bit more radio, maybe because I'm driving a lot and I have the radio. So I have no more CD. That's a pity, but I can't put any more CD in my car. Oh. So I'm listening to radio. And I have to say, in rock, in pop, they have good things also, and things you can be inspired about. So now I would say I'm more into mainstream music.
So like does it mean Attractive Chaos, the first full-length album, will be influenced by pop?
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see.
I guess it can be.
It can be.
But even Delane, I think I remember when we were listening to Moonbather of Delane 2 days ago. It's been released in 2016, if I remember well, like 7 years ago. But its vocal lines are so pop, and it's super cool. It's for me it's the best Delane album. So I think it's not that bad.
Your three favorite metal bands, metal artists are then Nightwish, I believe. What else?
Nightwish, because they were whatever they're doing fantastic according to me. So yes, and I would say Eluvasi. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Never.
Yeah, somehow. Eluvati, I don't know. Yeah.
And Lacuna Coil. This heavy sounds. This heavy sound I was speaking about. I'm happy that we have it too, because their sound is fantastic. And they found that the two singers found their place, and it fits perfectly well. I really like the two last album.
And that already for 25 years, huh?
No, that would be my top 3.
And your top 3 metal albums?
Delane, obviously, the one that I mentioned, Moonbather, and I would say one of Nightwish that is really impressive to me is Oceanborn. I don't know, impossible to explain. Very extremely melodic, but crazy at the same time. Every song has a lot of parts, and the song are traveling. They bring you somewhere. They are maybe not perfect. That makes them perfect. I don't know what to say. It's I love it. And the third one, it's not easy. Maybe I would say Mother Earth of Within Temptation. Still like it's amazing. It's a masterpiece of symphonic, and I think it's not aging. I mean, it's still a reference, big reference.
I do have a category in my interviews, which I always love doing, and it's called Let's Get Personal.
Okay.
I have simple questions. It's very simple. It's either or. So I give you 2 options, and you tell me what you prefer.
Okay.
Okay, what do you prefer, car or bicycle?
Car.
Car. Sardinia, there's no other choice, isn't it?
You,
Or?
it's so much dangerous. They are driving so
Oh,
fast
okay.
and so bad that it's better to be in car if something is happening.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, that was simple.
Really.
Gym or sofa? Gym or sofa? What do you prefer? Rather going to the gym or rather being on the sofa watching TV or whatever?
Oh,
What do you prefer?
I said no. Seriously, I think I say gym.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I need to. I like to. When I'm going, I'm happy to be there. The problem
Okay.
is how is that I need to go. Is to make the steps toward. But when I'm
Yes,
there, I'm happy.
I
That's
exactly
it.
know what you mean. What do you do in the gym? Do you do more cardio or do you do more weight exercises? What do you do? What do you like doing?
As singer, cardio is essential.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I fortunately we have the sea
Mm-hmm.
as very close to our home, so the idea is to go and run during the weekend on the sea and on the beach. That's fantastic. The only thing is that it's been raining for 3 weekends consecutively,
Oh,
so that's not my fault. But indeed, when I can, I try every weekend to go at least one time just to run because it's really important for the voice.
mhm.
That for that I know it.
Food. I should ask you, pizza or pasta? What do you prefer?
It's not the easy one also. Um, when a pizza is done very properly, I think I would say pizza. Pizza.
Yeah, me too, me too.
Yeah. 'Cause
We are talking about food, so what do you actually prefer? Is it cooking at home or are you rather going out to a restaurant?
I don't know. I would have said going to the restaurant. That's true.
Mhm,
But sometimes you realize that you're not eating so well, that you're spending a lot of money.
mhm.
So now I'm cooking and not that bad. I'm not cooking that bad. Everybody seems happy. Even if
Okay.
I'm in Italy, I'm cooking pasta, and
Mhm.
everybody is very satisfied. So I consider it's a success for a French
Okay,
person
okay. So
to.
you are an expert for pasta cooking.
Yes, not bad. Now I really have my way to do my technique,
Okay.
my favorite ingredients. So yeah.
Okay, now I learned from another interview with with one of my favorite Italian bands that there are apparently a large number of different pastas. What is your pasta you prefer?
So no, I don't want to say anything to Italian people, but let's be serious. They all taste the same. I
Okay.
prefer. To me, they really taste the same. It's not the. I have no idea. If they say you can we take this one? Can we buy it? I say yes. For me, it's the same. It's really the same. The most important is how to do a good sauce and how to cook them
Mhm.
properly.
Okay, let's switch topic. Are you more the late night party person or do you prefer to spend rather quiet evenings out or at home person? What do you prefer? Late
It's
night
I
partying
prefer.
or?
No, I really. It depends. Like when we are on tour, yes, I can. Let's say that on tour, I take my dose of
Mhm.
daily
Okay.
partying, going very late to bed. That's my let's say yearly dose. It's fine
Mhm.
for
Okay.
2 weeks. Okay, but I prefer to be home. Start like not early with the aperitif with friends, wine tasting because I love this, having a glass of wine before and then after and during, and then speak calmly, chilling, because I prefer like this. I feel like we're sharing more things this way.
Okay. And when you are at home and let's say you watch television, so what do you prefer, a thriller or a comedy?
Hmm.
Or
In
something
this
else? I
period
don't know.
depends because when I'm watching Italian movie,
Hmm.
uh, I'm watching comedy. They're great for this stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's the language that makes you laugh. I don't know. But indeed, when it's in English, I'm more into thriller, yes. Depends on the language. It's a bit strange.
Okay. I don't know about Italian TV and comedies. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, I don't remember. How do they? Two boys, two comics. Two. They are. Yeah. They make humor, spectacle shows in their everyday life. But sometimes they shot movies together, and it's really hilarious.
Okay.
But to me, it sounds. I don't remember. Piccione. I don't remember. Valentino e Salvatore.
Okay.
That's their name. I don't remember their surname, but Italian person will know it.
Okay. And a favorite thriller? Do you have one?
I don't remember. You know, I'm not a super. I'm almost never watch movie. I'm I'm never going to cinema.
Me neither. Yeah, it's.
I'm watching some series, but nothing is coming right now to my mind. I'm reading. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm reading thriller, but I'm not watching thriller. Now that I'm thinking about this, I have nothing is coming to my mind actually.
Holiday. And do you prefer sea or mountains?
Sea.
Sea.
I loved
Okay.
when I was younger to go to the mountain, but if I need to rest, I think at the sea I'm enjoying the best. I feel more complete. Feel it more like holidays. Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations?
Come to Sardinia. That's not a bad
Okay.
idea.
Sardinia is
the Italian island right under Corsica. Yeah. And the sea is like the Caribbean of Europe. The sea is incredible. I mean, really, really. Come in June or September when there's no too many people.
Okay.
And you will really enjoy it at 100%. The weather is already fantastic. The temperatures are already high. We're late May, and you will see landscape incredible. I have to say, that's fantastic.
Okay, so that means all Attractive Chaos fans go to Sardinia in June or in September, go to the sea, and you might even have a chance to get served a famous pasta dish.
Exactly. Mix the French-Italian pasta, yes.
One more I have. Do you prefer dogs or cats at home?
Dogs.
Dogs.
I don't know. They don't have a feeling with me. Cats that we don't get well to each other. No, we're traveling a bit too much. Yeah. We don't have a garden, so it would be a bit sad. But we thought about this. We thought about it, yes.
Okay. How long are you living in Sardinia already?
Less than a year. I have been here permanently, like since July 2022.
Okay. And how is it with the language? I mean, you are originally French, so how does that work?
The languages? We're speaking Italian. I'm speaking Italian every day.
Okay.
Every time. Yeah. I had to learn. I had to
learn
because
Okay.
It's not like I had a choice. So to get on well with everybody, to find work, to find friends, I didn't have choice. So practice, listening. There's nothing else to do.
Okay. Coming back to Attractive Chaos, you are an independent band. You don't have a label. What are actually the challenges and what are the opportunities for an independent band?
I seriously don't know right now what can a label bring to you. It depends. Yeah, it can bring to you something when it pays everything. Then you don't have to advance money. But sometimes all the proposal that we've received is like you finance everything, and we take half of the money. And I say, like, what's the? Yeah, no, we will make promotion for you. Okay, but and when I say half the money, it's not true. When you sell a CD 10 euro on the internet, they take like 9 euro. So every CD sold, you get 1 euro, but you've paid your music video, you've paid your travels, you've paid your production, the mix, the mastering, you've paid your shows, your tour, because it's not free. So we thought, what's the point? We've paid for everything: production, travels, music video, CDs, the artwork of the CD, stamping the CD. We found a promotional agency very, very great. We've paid for this promotional agency a very decent price for the work they're doing, and every time we sell something, it's for us. So it's not 1 euro we get, it's 10 euro, 10 euros. And that's indeed, maybe a label would give you, it's not so sure, more visibility doing promotion, but we already have our promotion agency. So at the point we don't see, we don't understand what can a label brings more.
So you are not looking for a label at all.
If an indecent, incredible offers because is arriving, yes, yeah, absolutely. But I don't feel it will.
You didn't see that offer so far.
No. So indeed, we can also do better on videos. We can also have a better place, better light, better story, better costumes, better. Yes. Yeah, but it's a cost, and if a label is not able to cover this cost, there is no point. For right now, the balance is not. We did it. We had a label with Beneath My Sins 2 times. It doesn't. It's not like it really helped.
I realized that a lot of European, especially Italian, melodic metal bands are with Scarlet Records. Yeah. So maybe they come with an offer, which you.
They didn't. I think then it's maybe there is also friendship stories that we're not really involved in.
Right.
We don't know what's behind every collaboration. But I'm not doubting that every band under Scarlet is good. But indeed, they didn't. It's okay.
There are a lot of different opinions on that. So some artists really say, "Oh yeah, yes, label, yes, and if we would have a chance, or yes, we are happy with the label." Some others don't want it all. So it's really, really divided, actually.
The thing is that we are super autonomous. We do, independent So if we want to release an EP, 4 songs, 1, 2, 3, an acoustic, with this synth, with this guitar play, with this sound, we do whatever we want, and that seems and that's cool. That's cool. It's really important also to keep this liberty. You have no pressure to release an album every 2 years, every 3 years, every year. You do at your own rhythm, and it's not about things also according to us now. With the experience that we all have, being free is not a bad thing, especially because you can always get a promotional agency involved.
Yes,
you can always take the best partner. So the best partner. So, but the difference is when you sell something, it's your own work. You should be proud of it, and the money is going back to you. And it's more grateful. I don't know what to say. For us, it's a beautiful victory because it's our merit. Our choices.
That's actually something similar. I was told by Justine last month.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if she wants to stay independent, but I think she's doing very great, and she doesn't need any.
No. Yeah. So that
and
was
Isabel
really
doing what she can do.
Well, she said the only thing which could be that with a label you could get a better chance to go to festivals, to get a festival place. So, but that's all.
That's the big difference. That's what I wanted to. But we found out that in Sardinia, for example, that is a rock island. There are very few bands, metal bands, symphonic or melodic metal bands. The stage is free, and people are demanding for that, but there is no offer. So maybe we'll also focus on this island, because they have beautiful stage. There are some opportunities. There are people that are willing to hear this music, this kind of music. And being very new, we were proposed to go on big festival in this place. So that's fantastic for us.
Now, when you are mentioning that, I did have an interview 2 years ago with a Sardinian band, Grin of Fear, I think, and they mentioned that to me.
At the end, when you are home, there are opportunities, because we're all fighting for a place in festival in Europe. We're all fighting, but on the island, there is a place. They are pushing emerging bands. They are giving the biggest stage to all the bands that are just willing to play and that are giving their best on the island. So at the end, it's fine. Why not to sometimes you have everything in front of your nose and you're not using the opportunities.
Exactly. The next plans of Attractive Chaos. What are your plans?
So now we're finishing composing the new release. Album, EP, I'm not so sure. We're not so sure for now. Maybe an EP plus bonus tracks, so it will be a short album, bit long EP. It's not so sure, but we do as we want, so that's the most important. And it will be very different from the first one, but to me very interesting too. Let's see. So that's the project. We are going on with composition. I'm writing some lyrics, and we have another festival in Sardinia, 3 shows in Belgium in September. So we're taking time to write right now, to use this summer to write, to compose, and some shows September, October, and probably a new release for January. We don't want to wait too much, because like a couple of songs that we already played live will be on the new release. So people,
that's I think excellent news. I'm at the end of my questions, and I leave you the floor for having a final word for the Attractive Chaos fans, for the Metal Temple magazine readers. So it's yours.
Yeah, I would like to thank everybody we've met on tour, everybody that didn't know anything about us and that gave us their attention. That came at the just timing to see what is this opener, how will they be performing on stage, and that's very. We're very happy and touched by this, because it's not always the case. So thank you for people that are still believing that everybody has his potential in the music and in metal. So thanks for people being present from the beginning. Obviously, thanks to everybody who is buying. The metal offer is even increasing. It seems to increase every day. We are a young band. It's not so easy to know what a really young band with just an EP will do in the future. It's not, and to bet on us is something we're very grateful about this. So thank you for that. Be sure there will be a lot of new things going on with Attractive Chaos. You've already heard some few songs. And we can't wait to present them on CD and to go back live, whether in Sardinia or the whole Europe. That's it.
Thank you very much for that amazing interview. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas, for the invitation. Really.